Hi, I'm Terry, and today we're going to look at encrypting your external portable hard drive. So why would you do that? One of the reasons is not that the data is particularly valuable that's on there. It's more the fact that if I lose this drive, which quite possible, take it around, it goes in the bag everywhere, I just don't want someone else having my information. Why should they? Yes, they can have the drive and format it again, but they won't get the information. So we're going to look at how we do that on the Mac. Here we go. So if we look on the screen here, there's two ways of doing it. One, if we're going to format it from scratch, we would come into Disk Utility. We can go down to here, find Disk Utility. That's this app here. So if we go down to this drive here that we've got blank, we can erase it. Now this is going to erase everything that's on the drive, so you've got to be sure there's nothing on this that you want. So if we do, we click Erase. Default is macOS journaled. If we drop it down to encrypted, suddenly it's asking us for a password. So we're relying on the Mac encrypting this drive for us. There are a lot of drives out there that have de facto standard built-in encryption, but you have to run their software for it. And I have had problems with that in the past, especially with Western Digital, where the software on the drive was so old it hadn't been upgraded. So when we went to Sierra and especially Catalina, which is 64-bit, the software hasn't worked and it's needed to be upgraded. Western Digital are pretty good and they've managed to give you paths to do that. That's not always the case though. So by sticking with the Mac, it flows with it and it goes on, but you are restricted to using it in the macOS journaled format. So we can do that format there. The other is, if it's already formatted in macOS journaled, we can just right click on the drive and encrypt. So put your password in that you want. Put a password hint if you want, and then just encrypt disk. And there you go, and just let it go in the background and start encrypting that disk. Now, what you will find is that if it's quite a large disk, this is 2 terabytes, it's going to take a little while to get that base bit done. If it's an SSD or you're using the APFS format, it's going to be a lot quicker. And there you can see it's come back blank and it's now encrypted. So if we get info on the drive, there we go. So it's telling me the APFS format and it's encrypted as well. It doesn't have to be APFS, that's just what I've formatted this drive to. That doesn't matter from that point of view. Encryption still works. So I hope that's helped you do that. Now, what's going to happen if we just eject that drive and take that out of there? So let's unplug it. Once we plug it back in, it's going to pop up and ask us for the password. Now we have 2 choices here. We can either enter the password into there and just click unlock, or we can do remember this in the keychain and click unlocked. That means that if I remember it on this Mac, every time I connect it, I don't have to worry. I don't have to enter the password again. It's just there. This Mac knows it. It's going to do it. Otherwise, I've got to enter the password every single time. So it's entirely up to you. So I can go and take this and use it on a different system. Bear in mind, I can't use it on anything but a Mac because it is Mac formatted, but that's entirely up to you if you want to use that. Hope that helps. I hope that's going to maybe encourage you to use encryption. I think it's a really good thing to do. I don't want my stuff, if I lose it, everyone to be able to access it. I don't think you should either. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up, really appreciate it, it does help. Subscribe for any future tips. Thank you.